Zahra had always dreamed of attending a prestigious boarding school. The thought of wearing a smart uniform, walking through ivy-covered buildings, and making lifelong friends thrilled her. She imagined late-night whispers, shared secrets, and laughter echoing through dormitory halls. Her parents, Mama Keji and Baba Kunal, were proud of her. They had worked hard to get her admitted into Hillview Girls' Academy. "This school isn't just about books, Zahra," Mama Keji told her. "It's about building character. Remember who you are." Zahra nodded earnestly, her heart fluttering with excitement. Baba Kunal helped zip her bag but paused, his eyes lingering on her face. "Be strong, Zahra. Be wise." The drive to the school was quiet. Zahra stared out the window, watching the city give way to tall trees and open spaces. As the gates of Hillview Girls' Academy appeared, her stomach flipped with nerves and wonder. The campus was breathtaking. Towering buildings stood behind manicured lawns. Students in pristine uniforms walked confidently, their chatter floating in the air. Zahra stepped out of the car and took a deep breath. This was the beginning of everything. Inside the dormitory, she met her roommate, Tina. "You're Zahra, right? Bed B14 is yours. Don't worry, it gets easier." Zahra smiled gratefully. Tina seemed warm and helpful. That night, they stayed up talking about everything from hometowns to hopes. The next day, during lunch, a senior girl with sleek braids and a sharp gaze approached their table. "Freshie," she said, pointing at Zahra. "Come sit with us." Tina leaned close. "That's Queenie. Be careful." But Zahra, caught between curiosity and flattery, walked over. "You've got presence," Queenie said, her voice syrupy. "You're not like the others. Stick with us, and you'll rise." Zahra looked around at the other senior girls. They were beautiful, confident, and mysterious. It felt like an invitation to a secret world. Over the next week, Zahra found herself drawn in. Queenie's group invited her to their table, laughed at her jokes, complimented her hair. They called her Little Star. One night, they told her about their tradition, the Midnight Circle. "We meet after lights out," Queenie explained. "Just us girls. Safe space. Fun." That night, Zahra tiptoed into the common room. The lights were dim. Pillows and snacks were spread across the floor. "Try this," Queenie said, handing her a drink. Zahra sipped. It tasted strange. They laughed, whispered, and told stories. The conversation turned deeper. "Ever kissed someone?" asked one of the girls. Zahra shook her head, cheeks warm. "No." "Oh, she's so pure," Queenie teased. "Nothing wrong with that," Zahra said softly. But Queenie moved closer. "You trust us, right?" Before Zahra could respond, Queenie leaned in and pressed a kiss to her lips. The group erupted into giggles. Zahra froze. Her heart raced. She tried to smile, but something inside her felt off. "You're one of us now," Queenie declared, her arm draped around Zahra. That night in bed, Zahra stared at the ceiling. A single tear slid down her cheek. The midnight circles became regular. Zahra continued attending, afraid to say no. Afraid to be left out. Tina began noticing changes. "You're different," she said one day. "You don't laugh the same. You skip study time. You're just jealous," Zahra snapped. But even as she said it, her chest tightened. She missed Tina's honesty. During midterm break, Mama Keji noticed something was wrong. "How's school?" she asked gently. "Fine," Zahra replied, eyes on her plate. Her laughter was hollow. Her gaze distant. Later that night, Mama Keji sat with Baba Kunal. "She's not the same. She's hiding something. Maybe it's just growing pains," he suggested, though doubt tinged his voice. Determined, Mama Keji returned to the school early and scheduled a private meeting with the school counselor. "My daughter's changing. I can feel her slipping. Please help me understand." The counselor sighed. "You're not alone. A few parents have raised similar concerns. There are seniors manipulating younger girls. We're investigating." Back at school, Zahra avoided Tina. She felt shame, confusion, and fear. Then one afternoon, she found Tina waiting under the mango tree. "We haven't talked in weeks," Tina said softly. Zahra sat beside her, silent. "You can leave them, Zahra. You don't owe them anything." Tears welled in Zahra's eyes. "I don't know who I am anymore." "Then let's find you again. Together." That night, Zahra skipped the circle. She ignored Queenie's texts. She stayed in bed, wrapped in silence. The next day, Queenie confronted her in the hallway. "What's wrong with you? You think you're better than us now?" Zahra didn't answer, but the silence spoke volumes. Word spread. Other juniors stopped attending the circles. Rumors swirled. The administration took notice. Mema Keji and Baba Kunal met with the principal. "It's not just about Zahra," Baba said firmly. "It's about all your girls." The school conducted interviews. The Midnight Circle was dissolved. Queenie was stripped of her privileges. Zahra started over. She returned to study sessions with Tina. She joined the debate club. She helped younger students with their assignments. Slowly, her confidence returned. Her laughter became real. "You came back to yourself," Tina said one evening. "With your help," Zahra replied. By final year, Zahra was a student leader. Respected, grounded, and kind. At graduation, she stood before the microphone. "This school tested me in ways I never imagined. But through those trials, I found strength I didn't know I had." In the crowd, Mama Keji wiped her tears. Baba Kunal beamed with pride. And Zahra, standing tall in her cap and gown, finally felt free. She had walked through fire and come out shining.